Hey, today's quick tip is on how to keep you going on the trails if you damage your tires. Good morning, riders. It is Friday, first Friday of 2025. Snowing outside, and my driveway is icy, and the road out to the main road is icy. So, bike staying in the garage today. Thought I will talk about or give a quick tip regarding tires or flat tires. If you're a road rider, obviously you have a lot of easy options. You can have the roadside assistance. You call somebody, they come and pick you on the bike up and take you to a dealership and fix it. If you're a member of the BMW MOA, which I think stands for Motorcycle Owners of America, they have called an anonymous book that you can list your phone number and look up by state, and there's always somebody that can help you. Seems to be a very good tool. But if you're riding on the trail, your limits are, or your options are limited. I was going out on a trail trip a few years ago. Nothing fancy. It was in Michigan for just ORV trails, and we were talking at breakfast and what kind of tools we were carrying with us or not. And a gentleman said, "Well, I don't carry any tools. I have roadside assistance." So nothing happened in that trip, but clearly not one I want to rely on when you are possibly in the middle of nowhere. So let's go over here what I carry with me, what I would recommend as a minimum. Normally I would have this obviously in my left saddlebag. I still don't have any panniers or saddlebags because BMW. And I also haven't got my new luggage carrier. I have the plastic one that came with the bike. About a month ago I ordered an upgraded version. I think it's a casting or metal, so I can put a top box on, but it's been a month, still haven't got it, so BMW. So what do I carry with me? Well, number one, if you are on the trail, if you can plug the tire, that's the easiest thing to do. You don't have to take it off the bike. So I carry a plug kit. I have a mix of plugs in here. Some of the plugs you can buy at auto supply store. The other ones that you can maybe see that are in blue here are truck plugs. And then I have tubes of glue in here as well. I'm going to come a little closer to the camera here. I found the truck plugs. You have to shave the plastic off. I find these the absolute best for the tire, and I like to use some of the glue as well to make it green easier and stick easier. So if I can plug the tire, that would be my number one. Using the plug tool kit I have, plug it, and then I have a small compressor. It's very small, and I have we can get different kinds of plugs with it. Mine is from Aerostitch up in Duluth, Minnesota. Comes with a DIN plug connector, or if you're just going to connect it to the battery. And I have I think it's a 3.5 millimeter plug, like you have for heated gear. I have a female plug on the left hand side there on my bike. I plug it in there, go straight to the battery, a 20 amp fuse, connecting this to the tire. It is not the fastest to inflate the tire, and I have a little hook for it here to hang it on a foot peg or something. It gets really hot, so you don't want to hold on to this thing, but it does a good job, inflates the tire. I carry a simple tire pressure gauge, not really needed if you just fix the tire off-road. Come on. Not really. All right, there you go. Not really needed if you're fixing your tire off-road. You can feel that you have enough to get you out to a road again. So, but that's my primary tool to fix a flat tire. Of course, there could be a valve stem. That's not good as well. I carry a bunch of extra valve stems. I don't know. I carry also tools to obviously get the valve stems out of the bike if needed. And I carry a small adapter here. If for some reason the tire pressure monitor blows I can replace that with this thing and at least get back out. So that would be the easiest thing to do if you get a flat tire. Of course, sometimes off-road, if you're in rocky terrain like Colorado, for example, if you get a cut on the side of the tire, you're not going to be able to plug that if it's big enough. So then you have to get the tires off the bike. So rear tires, pretty easy. But you have to have the tools to do it. So looking at the standard kit here, it's 4 pieces. You have 1 Torx, that's a 25-30. It's not good for the rear tire, obviously. You need a Torx 50 to get the rear tire off, so make sure you have that with you. For the front, you need a 50 for the, I'm sorry, you need a 47 Torx for the brake calipers, and you need a 30 for the 2 clamps holding the front axle, and a ABS sensor. That's also a Torx 30 to get all those off. So you also need a specialty tool for the front tire, and they actually changed it from the 1250. So make sure you have this. I have a couple of them different sizes, but the 2 sizes on the large size here, the largest one goes on the right side in the axle, and the smallest one on the left side in the axle to loosen it up. I got this from Touratech, and I think the few I have them staged in different places, because you definitely need this one to get the front tire on and off. And after you get the tire off, front or rear, you need a bead breaker. The center stand is a great bead breaker. Just put the bike on the center stand, slide the tire under it, lean the bike up, and just use the center stand to break the bead. After you break in the bead, I carry 2 10-inch tire irons. That's all you need. The rear tire, especially if you're running a soft tire like I do, a Continental tkc80, comes really on and off easy with these tire spoons. If you're running a Heidenau, which is made out of wood, well, you're not most likely going to get it off with these. So make your tire choice wisely. I also carry a tube, and I carry just 1 tube with me. This is a 4/4.5 19. So it's not perfect for the front or the rear, but I can make it fit in the front, and I can make it fit in the rear, get enough area to get me out of there until I get to a tire shop or get home, or to a trailer or whatever to fix it. So that's what I'm carrying. That have done good for me. I actually never had to put a tube in any of my tires. We have had to put tubes in tires because somebody got a slash in the tire, or somebody got a huge taco in the front rim. Normally because you ride in rocky terrain and they, for some reason, feel they need to air down. They air down too much and get a big taco in the front tire. Normally you can bang that out with the same rock that you hit it on, or if you have an axe or a hammer, but sometimes you can get it to seal without a tube in it. Sometimes you just have to get a tire off and put a tube in it to get out of there. So, but it beats towing the bike or trying to get some type of rescue with the trailer into where you are. So if you can help yourself, that's the best way to do it. These tools are not expensive. I would say the total cost for everything I have, including the compressor, is probably $120 or something like that. But that makes me self-sufficient on the road or off the road. So highly recommend you get the tools, and also make sure you learn how to use them. If you have an old tire, practice plugging it in your garage at home. If you haven't used tire irons before, if you just use your rubber condo, had a dealer do it, it's helpful to have done this at home before you do it on the trail. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's my quick tip regarding fixing your tires and keep you rolling. Thanks for watching.